after 2 days of travelling, the girls were tired last night, but they had a good big sleep and they're feeling a lot better today. And we're here to do a tour.
So there's lots of chat on social media groups and things saying that Orlando isn't the same value in shopping and things now. But actually, we found that there were definitely deals to be had. You just had to look for them and be careful about them. A few tips if you are in a service industry such as medical, if you've got a blue light badge, if you're a teacher, definitely ask whether they have discounts. There's definitely plenty of places that have blue light discounts available. In terms of teaching discounts, we did get a few places. Under Armour was really good for teaching discount. And also, if you're a teacher, take your ID badges with you, because if you do the Crayola experience, then if you're a teacher, you get a bronze pass completely free, which was a really, really good option for us, wasn't it?
It was.
It was a really good option. So we are going to break from this view at the moment, and we're going to show everything that we've got. So if we do a quick pan over just now, apologies for the children's toys kind of scattered around. Now it looks fairly significant in its amount, but we didn't take a huge amount of money with us. Eric and I both had the £390 allowance that we were allowed, and we didn't spend all of it, we took some of it home. The girls, they probably both had about £140 in terms of clothing, and then they both had $120 each. We do have a couple of bits of toys that aren't featured here because they're upstairs with them snuggling in bed and things, but we definitely found that the deals were there to be found. You just had to be careful as to where you were going. The two big, sort of more famous outlets, Vineland International and Vineland Premium, we did find deals there. There were some good deals to be had there, but we found particular success for deals at the Buena Vista factory store. We found there it was much quieter. It was really, really quiet. Everything was really well air conditioned. The food hall wasn't really up to much there. There were a few things and the staff were really helpful, and what there was of decent sort of food hall quality, I would have said. Would you agree? Yeah, but they certainly didn't have the range or the selection of things that you would get at the Vinelands because they're obviously huge. One good thing with the Vineland outlets was the Disney outlets there. They were really, really good. The two Vineland Disney character warehouses.
They were really busy.
Really, really busy. We didn't get there till about lunchtime both days that we went, and actually I think if we'd been there at opening, it probably wouldn't have been as busy. But they are definitely worth a look, especially if any of you like Loungefly. I know that's a big name for anybody who's going to Disney. I bought my first one and actually got it at one of the character warehouses. So we'd seen it in a window in Hollywood Studios, had asked about it. It's the Minnie and Mickey Runaway Railway in white and eggshell blue. And it was out of stock. They weren't getting it back in. And it would have been $85, and I managed to pick it up for $51.99 at the Disney outlet, the smaller of the two, so premium. So it was $51.99, and I was going to quite happily buy it for $85 the day before. So very much worthwhile. Also, if your children are of a kind of age that they would want Nuimo, we had treated our girls to Nuimo. I'll just walk over just a moment. So we had treated the girls to a Nuimo each. So our littlest picked a Pooh Bear and our eldest picked a Minnie. They are wired characters, so they're posable, and they have magnets in their hands so they can hold hands. The Nuimos themselves are about $20 depending on the ones that you buy, but the Nuimo clothes and accessories are quite expensive in the parks. They range from about $10 to $15 an outfit, and at the Disney character warehouses they were $4.99 and $5.99 an outfit, which was an excellent deal for them. They were really, really good. Another one, if you go to the water parks, when we went, Lizard Beach was closed, but Typhoon Lagoon was open. So the big juice bottle is refillable every 4.5 minutes throughout the day. So there was fizzy juice, there was still lemonade, and there was Gatorade available with those. So they were $11.99 for the day, and then $8.50 if you wanted to recharge them. So what we did, because we wanted the girls to have one each, we bought one on the first day we went and a second on the next day that we went. If you've got any Star Wars fans, most of you will know about the very, very famous Star Wars lightsaber experience. There are cheaper options to be found. So this is our eldest's lightsaber. She got to choose all the components, she got to put it together, she got to turn it on, and they did make a bit of a show about it. And it came in at $30. So definitely much more of a deal than going through and building the huge full lightsaber, especially for a child, because obviously children have accidents. I have mentioned the Crayola experience. If you've got children, I would have said from about 1.5 up. I would have said probably by about the age of 10 or 11, unless they're very crafty, it probably would be too young for them. But there were some good deals to be had there too. The experience itself was really good. You got to make your own crayon and name it. You got like a Scribby Scrubby pet, which is Crayola's colour and design sort of fuzzy pet that you can then wash. And you also got a magic model dough as part of your entry. And the shop had deals too. I also already mentioned the bronze passes that we got, and that entitled us to annual discount. So our annual passes, our daughter bought a big set of Scribby Scrubby pets, and it was half price, and our youngest got 20% off her drawing board there. So that was really well worth it. In terms of plushies and toys, Barbies, princess dolls, if you've got the ability to, and you've got the transport to, there is that memory of buying something in the parks. We definitely did. We bought the Noemo characters, we bought shoulder buddies, which sit inside your shoulder on a metal pad like this, and then magnetise on so that you can have a buddy on your shoulder. We let the girls have some things, but in terms of the Barbie dolls at $26 before tax, you can go to Walmart and get them for $12 to $14. So if you've got the ability to, definitely take the chance to go to some of the supermarkets in order to get sort of toy-based merchandise. It's definitely a favour. Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head were $5 before tax each. Donald was $8.99 in Walmart. So you can definitely get some savings as long as you're able to shop around. This area is kind of Eric's zone. So he is a runner, runs 10Ks, half marathons and marathons. I'm sure he'll tell you a little bit about his running shoe deals in just a moment. He knows a lot more about it than I do. But Under Armour for him was a really, really big hit because we could combine the discounts in store with our teacher discount. So if you're a teacher, take your ID badge with you. If it doesn't have a photograph on it, make sure you've got photographic ID with you as well. They accepted a driver's license, no problem at all. So that was a really, really good deal. Moving on to my section, I'm kind of over here. I found Polo at the Buena Vista factory stores very, very good. I got 2 dresses and 2 t-shirts for less than $45, which was excellent. I'm also a UK size 8 to 10, and I found a Spirit jersey in the outlets in the children's sizes. So if you are kind of that sort of size in UK sizes, don't be deterred into looking at the children's sizes, because it came in $20 cheaper to buy a children's one. I bought a Disney mug. I did pay full price for that in the parks. I got some Aeropostale t-shirts. They were a very good deal. They were buy one and get 2 free. And I've mentioned my Loungefly. And the other place I found really, really good for deals was Old Navy. So they have Old Navy at the Vineland outlets, but the one that we were most successful at was the factory store at Buena Vista again, and some really, really cheap things. We bought lots for the girls there, so I'll go into that in a little bit more detail in just a second. I also went to Bath and Body Works, so that was at Florida Mall. So I use lots of hand gels with my work, so I went with the buy 5 for $10, and I also got a holder for free with that. And also at the Buena Vista factory stores, there's a small Disney shop, which was actually quite good depending on what you wanted to buy. If you wanted the t-shirts and things, they were quite the sorts of ones that you got at Walmart with mom or dad or Minnie or brother on them. But in terms of pin badges, it was excellent. It's the only thing we bought in there, and they were buy 3 and get 1 free, and they were $5.99 each. So pins like the Orange Bird, which they were still selling in the park for $4.99.
$9.99.
Okay, $9.99, sorry. The Figment is a limited edition. I didn't see that at all in the park. I don't know if it was kind of past its time in the park. And a Peter Pan. So we did get pin badges. The girls got pin badges there as well. And actually a really good way to buy a pin badge that you then could trade later on. That is something we did with our eldest because she was really interested in pin trading. So we let her pick a pin that she didn't like so that she could trade it for one she did like. And she loved the buzz of going around the cast members' Mickey boards looking for pins to trade. So they were really well worth it. This was another factory outlet buy. So that was Character Warehouse. So it would have been $14.99 in the parks, and we were $8.99 for that one. It's not a toast rack or anything. That's initially what we thought it was. It is an ornament, but it is lovely. So Main Street looking up to the Cinderella Castle. And then Eric bought the Starbucks Epcot mug and chose this one because it had lots of the things that we enjoyed doing on holiday. It had the test track car on it, which Matilda loved. It had the Figment Dragon on, which Lydia loved. So that was a really nice keepsake for him and those memories. And then at Walmart and Target, we bought a selection of candy and things to come back. It looks like a huge amount, but it's going to be our Saturday night treat sweep probably for the next 6 months. Santa will just about be knocking on the door by the time we get through this lot, but a nice treat to have, certainly. I will move over to the children's clothing now and kind of talk through the deals we got there. So the first thing the girls bought were Crocs. So we've got a tiny pair of size 4 infants ones there, a slightly bigger infant pair in a size 5, and then a children's pair in a size 10 there. So Crocs at the Vineland outlet on their clearance sale had buy 2 and get 1 free. So we did that. Our eldest's feet don't grow quite so fast, so we got 2 pairs for our little one. And then they were already discounted at $35 each. And then the Jibbit, which are these, they had those on a really, really good deal. You bought 2 packs and you got 3 packs free of those, and these ones light up. And as do the bigger ones on Matilda's size there. So they were a really, really nice buy, being able to have those. I would have said that some of the children's clothes, when you were walking around, you needed to be quite careful about the deals that you were going for. Tommy Hilfiger, some things were only 20% off, and then the next rack that you went to was 40% off. These 2 dresses were 60% off, so they weren't even $14 each. They were lovely, and they have like the nappy cover with them, so they're really lovely. And then we got Matilda a t-shirt and Lydia a t-shirt as well. They were 40% off, so that was a really good buy. Matilda got some really, really nice things in Under Armour. She's quite sporty, so for her, having sportswear, she likes running, football, tennis, so she's always out and about doing something. So for her, Under Armour was great. So these leggings should have been $35, and I think they were $14. So we got a couple of pairs of those. The Under Armour t-shirts at the top should have been $18 each, and they were 2 for $24. And then there's a couple of track tops there, and I think they should have been about $40, and they were, I think, about $15. So some really, really good deals there, and that was combining the deals in store with either the deals on the app or our teacher discounts if we'd used that up already. We also managed to get a Star Wars t-shirt for Matilda at the Disney Character Warehouse. So it's Spirit jersey style, although it isn't a Spirit jersey. So it's really lovely and she's delighted with it. One thing I would say, we did a t-shirt for Disney World in the end, but the selection for children who are under 2 isn't brilliant, was it?
No, it wasn't. There was very
No.
little to choose from.
Really, really, really poor choice for children under 2. Lots of like popper vest styles, but nothing that was really a t-shirt. I think we had the choice of that one, a Minnie Mouse one, and there was a slightly, I don't want to say boyish because I don't believe in gendered clothing really, but it definitely was hinting towards the more boyish colours in choice. And as it happened, she picked that one. So that's what she got the choice of. We could have had a choice of, I don't know how many for Matilda's age, 2 and up. There was plenty range. So if you're looking for a Disney t-shirt for a little one, shop around a little bit. Uniqlo's quite good for them. Asda here were good, and Primark here were good before we went. Just over there wasn't much choice. And even at Walmart, actually, we asked, and they didn't have much again for under 2s. Again, it was back to that kind of vest popper style rather than a t-shirt. And then the last place that we went to for the girls was Old Navy, and it was brilliant. So we got t-shirts for $2-3, jumpers for $4 and $5. A really, really good range for both Lydia and Matilda. So Lydia is in 12 to 18 and just going into 18 to 24 months. Matilda is in 5 to 6 at the moment and going into 6 to 7. So size-wise for them both, the range was really, really good and a really, really nice mix. And yeah, there were definitely deals to be had. Just shop around and be creative with what you want to buy. Don't go in thinking, right, I'm going to the shop and I'm going to buy that and I'm going to get a great deal on it. Be open-minded as to what you want and what you want to buy and get, and then they are there. You just have to look around. And yes, the exchange rate's maybe not what it was 5-10 years ago, but that's something that you can't control, and you just have to accept that it is what it is when you go. But yeah, we felt like we had a really successful shopping trip, didn't we?
We did, yeah. You're also getting different things.
Mm-hmm.
You're not getting things that you would buy in the UK. And for us, it was our first time going, so we really took advantage. I mean, those yellow running shoes in the middle, carbon plated, I think they were £68 it worked out as from Nike, and they are in the hundreds in the UK quite easily. So that was a fantastic deal. So there are definitely bargains to be had. You just have to be careful in looking for them. Now that concludes our holiday haul tour, and I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And we'll see you in the next vlog.
If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe for the C Team. Can you say bye?
You say bye.
Bye.